From Upper Michigan Source, this is your Friday Night Fever on Demand for September 27th. I'm Mike Ludlum.
And I'm Alex Klein. Week 5 of high school football means we're into the second half of the regular season. Some teams are clinching a playoff berth, while others are still trying to stay alive, looking for that first win.
Neither Escanaba nor Kingsford could clinch on this week, but they're both looking to get one step closer to the postseason. The Eskimos are 3-1 and the Flivers are 2-2. Let's go to Fliver Field.
First quarter, Flivers going for it on 4th down at the 30. Tyler Kopp launches one, and that is headed for the end zone, but it's Ethan Silverstone who picks it off. Escanaba takes over at the 20. Now 4th and goal for the Eskimos, same drive. Ethan Silverstone going to the corner of the end zone, but out of the reach of Bryant Mackey. Escanaba comes away with nothing, and we're still scoreless. Second quarter now, Kingsford on their own 23, and Tyler Kopp finds the wrong team. That is Silverstone with the interception, having himself a day. Eskimos take over. Just a few plays later, Escanaba at the 1, and Dayton Myron takes it in for the score. 2-point conversion is no good, so it's still 6-0. Still in the second, Eskimos with the ball again, hand off to Kyle Krutina, and he's bobbing and weaving all the way to the 6-yard line, which would set up another score. Escanaba leads 12-0 at the half, and they go on to win 31-8. And now over to Marquette and Petoskey. Wet night, but the Petoskey fans, they're having a good time. We'll pick it up early in the fourth, 12-0, when Petoskey senior Gabe Whitmore sniffs out an Austin Riddle pass and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. But after that, the Marquette comeback begins. Riddle getting into a groove now, and he finds his wide receiver Colin Hicks for the long touchdown. The 2-point conversion is good. Later, Riddle, he's going to find Cameron Karp for the score. 2-point conversion was unsuccessful, but still 19-14, Petoskey leading. But the Northmen are able to melt away the clock with their strong run game. Marquette unable to do much when they get the ball back with 30 seconds. 19-14, Petoskey win. Fans are happy.
We had a meeting of the Lower Peninsula and the Upper Peninsula in a game played at a neutral site, Manistee. The Boyne City Ramblers crossed the bridge to take on the Menominee Maroons. Don't know if the Ramblers have played the Maroons before with the single wing. You know, it can just be a little bit of a problem. First drive, Brendan Harris, Drew Doobie over the middle. And Drew realizes, hey, I can run for a while. In fact, he runs for quite a while and stumbles down at the 1. Brock Barrett would punch it in from there, 7-0 Maroon and White. Later in the first quarter, give it to Keegan Monroe and give Keegan Monroe a little bit of space, and he's going to leave you in the dust. 67 yards on the score, and Menominee is up by 14. Next possession, Boyne City, good drive, but fumbles, and Menominee would recover. Then, late in the first half, Keegan Monroe would jump the pile for the score. Maroons win this one 35-0. Now, Menominee's number 2 in the large school poll. Calumet right there is number 1. And the Copper Kings were visiting Norway. First play from scrimmage for Calumet on the 43. Scott Locus faking, rolling, and Trevor Torla is way too wide open to understand why. And he would just keep running down the sideline and scores 8-0 after a successful 2-point conversion. Knights put together a good drive after that. Quarterback Nathan Paulich to Isaac Houghton, and he drags a defender into the end zone. The kick is good, so Calumet still leads 8-7. Moving to the second quarter, Copper Kings first and goal. Nick Jerf, Pater. Copper Kings up 14-7. They pull away big time to take this one 47-13. Now Calumet, being undefeated, will host undefeated Iron Mountain next Friday. The Mountaineers blanked Bark River Harris 42-0, and it was Lance, a big win for the Purple Hornets over Lakeland and Hubble, 14-0.
And St. Ignace, they are blanked by Harbor Springs, 16-0.
A big rivalry in Marquette County has the Ishpeming Hematites visiting the Negaunee Miners. The schools are less than 5 miles apart.
And the first game was back in 1895. And going into Friday's game, the series was tied 67 wins for both teams and 12 ties.
Which means, obviously, somebody would take the lead in the Iron Town. Pick up the action second quarter, 4th and 4 for the Miners on the Ishpeming 24. Negaunee quarterback Jason Waterman will pump fake. Yes, I bit a little. Then connects with Alex Munson. Somehow he stays on his feet and dives into the end zone, and it's an extra point good. Miners lead 14-0. Negaunee squibbed the ensuing kickoff right to Otto Swanson. Not sure that's the best strategy because Swanson breaks a couple of arm tackles and he's going to go more than 40 yards down to the Miners' 21-yard line. Ishpeming would cash in as Swanson would take the snap, follow his blockers, and that's a 5-yard touchdown. 2-point conversion missed. 14-6 Negaunee at the half. Homecoming at halftime in Negaunee, King and Queen. Queen, Emily Papour, King, Michael Delangelo, far right of the screen. Third quarter, Jason Waterman finds some running room. He was shaken up a little bit late in the second quarter. Can't tell that now. He ends up going 71 yards down to the 17 of the Ishpeming Hematites. Swanson to tackle. 4th and 1. Jacob Kugler tips the pass and Munson still makes the catch. And that made it 21-6 and the scoring continued. Negaunee defeats Ishpeming 40-20. Not too far down the road, it was homecoming at Westwood as well as the Patriots were taking on the Menominee Emeralds. We are in the third quarter, and Westwood would dominate the quarter. Taylor Delangelo to Chad Pullman, and Chad, protecting that ball with his life, dashes down the sideline with ease. The score, 2-point conversion good, 38-13 Westwood. A short time later, Eric Anderson also finding a hole, cuts between a couple emeralds, and that one's good for 6 more. 2-point conversion good again, 46-13 Westwood. And then Menominee will get back on the board in the third quarter. Skylar Anderson to the end zone. Conversion missed, but the Patriots go on to win this one 52-19.
And the Glen Lake Lakers looking to start 5-0 as they host UP Power Gladstone. The Braves beat them a year ago 28-8. The Glen Lakes open drive here. Reese Hazelton hands it off to Isaac Sturzer. And watch this run. He breaks some tackles, 60 yards. Ball is at the 13. Same drive. Reese Hazelton scrambles and he goes in for the score. The Lakers go up 8-0. 15-0 now, Gladstone possession. Quarterback Drake Forrest finds Zach Hansen, and that boy is going 70 yards. He will be pushed out of bounds at the 6-yard line. Gladstone would get on the board in the first quarter with a Cole Hansen who barely makes it in for the 6-yard TD. 7 on the board. The Braves couldn't make the comeback though. Lakers go on to win 31-7. Now up in Hancock, the Bulldogs hosting the Munising Mustangs. First drive of the game, handoff to Austin Solani. Bulldogs going to strike first. He runs it in from 12 yards out. It's 6-0 for the home team. A little later, the Bulldogs, they're going to be driving again. This time a pass to Austin Solani. He's running, but Munising's Josh Price with the big play knocks the ball loose, and the Mustangs, they recover. To the second quarter we go, and the Mustangs, they're driving. Josh Hootery, quarterback keeper. He's going to cough up the ball, though, and Austin Solani, he fumbled earlier. He gets this one back, taking it all the way to the house, untouched. The Bulldogs go up 14-0, and they win this one big, 41-0. And just down the street, the Houghton Gremlins tied with the visiting Model Towners 6-6 at the half. First drive of the third quarter, huge run from Xander Zapolnik. That gets him in business within the 10. And just a few plays later, he will punch it in. The Gremlins, they go ahead 14-6 with the 2-point conversion. Now the Model Towners looking to get back in it. Caleb Anderson's pass. He's going to find James Harnick for the touchdown. The 2-point is no good though. The Gremlins still lead 14-12. Next drive, Model Towners. Blaine Bridges on the carry, and that puts Gwynn in front 18-14. But then the Gremlins, they will answer. Ted Hallinan right on target to Nathan Irva. He gets a nice block and wins the race to the end zone. Gremlins go back up 20-18, and they go on to win this one 28-24, getting their first win of the season. The Model Towners, they are still winless at 0-5.
Who in the world would have thought that that game might have been one of the best ones of the night? In 8-player football, Ontonogans on the board with a victory, 26-16 over Stevenson. Tommy Peltola, 12 of 17 passing, 261 yards. He also had 117 yards rushing and total 5 touchdowns. Forest Park 68, Kearney Nadeau 27. Tyler Sunlight, yeah, he had a pretty good night too. 4 TD runs and a TD pass as Rapid River zipped past Newberry 58-24. Cedarville downs Brimley 48-6. And Pickford takes care of Rudyard. That one goes to 42-0. Now let's go to college volleyball. NMU at home this weekend, and the Wildcats were taking on Lake Superior State. So let's go to Vandement Arena and see what would happen here. Ala Yako is going to be serving for the Wildcats, and the Lakers are going to get it back into play as they hit it from the other side. And Sydney Briney is going to get the point for Lake Superior State by the time all is said and done. Oh, check that. There we go. Now we've got it. That was Sarah Keene with the point. Now on the Lakers serve, Keene to Amanda Reed is going to keep that one in the back row. And a perfect block by the Lakers. And it was a big night for Lake Superior State. They won the first set. In fact, they won the match 3-1. I imagine Coach Lozier not too happy about that one. Let's go to the scoreboard.
And Michigan Tech, they defeat Saginaw Valley State 3-0. Macaulay Peterson with 13 kills and Olivia Gormley with 10 kills. And in GLIAC women's soccer, Michigan Tech gets a big win over Purdue Northwest 6-0. Grace Shaw had 2 goals and goalie Amanda Young made 2 saves, while UW Parkside blanks Northern Michigan 1-0.
And the Finlandia team, the men's soccer score, yes, Ashland scored 1 goal, and that was 1 more than they needed. They defeated Northern 1-0. And Finlandia soccer lost a pair of contests to Northwestern Minnesota, men 5-1, women 3-0. Don't forget, Tech homecoming Saturday, 1 o'clock with the dedication of Curley Stadium. Thanks for watching.